A big stew this week. Paul Clarke, how you doing, Paul?
I'm really good, Stuart. How are you?
I'm sound, thank you, mate. It's well, we're going to talk walking football, and we got a bit of agenda tonight, haven't we?
We have. It's been a really busy a few weeks. I mean, incredible few weeks, really.
So we go from the top of your list.
Yeah.
So first it says WFA 50s, 60s, and 65s Cup.
Yeah. So we played in the WFA Cup, which is the WFA is the Walking Football Association.
Yep.
It was our first competitive games since we started 11 months ago. So it feels like we've been training an awful long time, but the real football has finally come out. So our 65s went first. They played established club Birmingham. They're 10 plus years old, one of the oldest clubs in the country, one of the biggest clubs, a really good club. Gave a really good count of themselves. They were 1-0 up. Probably a little bit of inexperience cost them the game 2-1, so they got knocked out. But a really good effort from the guys. The 50s were up next.
Yep.
We were up against Ulster Town, who finished third in the league last year. We knocked them out 3-0. So we're through to the regional semi-finals.
Yep.
Our over 60s also had a tough game. They played the Worcestershire League champions, Evesham. Drew 1-1 and beat them on penalties. So
brilliant.
They're also through to the regional semi-finals. And so it was
65s. Where did they get on?
60. Sorry, the 65s. They lost 2-1 to Birmingham.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Now over 40s, 4-4 with Birmingham. What's that?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of games since the WFA Cup. So the over 65s went to our big city neighbours, Coventry, friends at Coventry, and won 3-2. So fantastic. Again, Coventry, well-established club. And our over 40s drew 4-4 with Birmingham. Now, when we first started doing this, Birmingham beat our over 40s 9-1. So that's just how far they've come. So they're catching up, which is really good to see. And then 2 weeks ago, we went to Corby, a big tournament. We took an over 50s team, an over 65s team, and a women's team. The women won all 5 group games without conceding a goal. Won the semi-final on penalties without conceding a goal. So the keeper saved a couple of good penalties. And then they won the final without conceding a goal. So they got their first trophy. And just seeing the smiles on their faces was
goalie must be pretty good then.
She's very good. Yeah, she's absolutely she's one of the best goalkeepers I'd say in the game. So the 50s were up next. We got to the final.
Yeah.
We drew 0-0 with Skegness and beat them on penalties. So we also won the trophy.
2 trophies.
Yeah. The 65s gave a really good account of themselves, but fell a little bit short. There's a team there called Norwich. They've won it 2 years on the trot, and they won it again. So they've won it 3 years on the trot. But overall, an amazing day.
Yeah.
Now, on that very same day, that was the day our over 60s beat Evesham in the WFA Cup. So those 4 things combined, we had a record social media viewing of 45,000 of our Facebook page.
Amazing.
It's just incredible.
Then we move on. The R&D tournament win. Where was that one then?
So R&D Russian and Diamonds.
Yeah.
So we went there last Sunday. So we've had 2 weekends in Northamptonshire. Played similar teams. Got to the final this time against Rothwell, and we beat them on penalties as well. So we've won another trophy.
So you're absolutely filling out the trophy cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, you've only been going 6 months, this team.
I know,
probably 9 months now, isn't it? Something like that.
It's incredible, and I think we could probably take Spurs' trophy cabinet because we've got more than they have. I think.
Well, they got the phone number 101010, haven't they?
They have, indeed. Now, also on the day that we with the 50s won Rushden and Diamonds, the 60s were playing in the tournament in Worcester. Worcestershire. It was at Evesham, and they got to the final. Drew 1-1 with Solihull Moors. Solihull Moors are a huge football club in walking football. It went to golden goal, and we lost on a controversial goal. It hit the bar, hit the post, came out, and after much debating, the ref said it'd gone over the line and gave the goal. So it's a horrible way to lose. But the most important thing is the progress that
absolutely.
That all the teams are making. Every one of our teams, we've now formed an over 70s.
Wow!
So we're looking for players for that. They'll play in the Birmingham League. We've officially joined the Worcester League at 50s, 60s, and 65s,
Yep.
and the women and the 70s will play in Birmingham.
Yep.
And the only reason they're going to a different location is Worcester don't have those age groups. But yeah, great just to be putting football on for people.
And when do these guys play? Is it all at weekends that they play their games?
No, so 50s, 60s, and 65s will. 50s and 60s will play on a Sunday.
Yeah.
As will all the women. 65s and 70s will play weekdays in the day because typically people that are retired, there's much more pitch availability in the day than what there is at the weekend as well, and it tends to be cheaper to put those games on. So and if you're retired, you don't want to be going out in dark evenings in the winter. So they put them on in the daytime for them.
And we're still talking about refs and goalies. Are you sure? I mean, you've got a great ladies goalie.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the blokes?
I don't know. It's getting them along to training really. So you can never have enough goalkeepers.
Yeah.
We've got good goalkeepers in all of our teams.
Yeah.
Where we're struggling is the training sessions really, because we're running 9 a week now. Referees is a real problem for us. Especially now our teams are training to play in the league. They want proper referees to help make sure that we're adhering to all the rules properly. So I've reached out to the WFA for some refs. We are sponsoring some of our own players to do the referees course.
Right.
So they can come along, and we're gonna pay them to ref as well. So good little income earner for them to do that. It's just a process we're going through, and if we can't find external ones, we'll train our own people. So
they want to get involved. How do they get involved?
Just come and talk to me. There's a course with the Worcestershire FA at the end of July. It's £75. The club will fund that, and then basically we'll also pay them for reffing. And if they go into reffing the league, if they like refereeing, they can earn £80 for 2 hours work. It's quite lucrative.
Yeah.
There's plenty of opportunities for that.
So we'll get some more referees and goalies for you from the viewers that we all get from our social media and stuff.
Yeah.
What award did you get from Worcester FA then?
So I'm, as well as doing this, I'm also the Worcestershire League secretary, and the Worcestershire Walking Football League was nominated for League of the Year.
Yep.
So I was invited along to the awards on Friday and picked up another trophy. That one's not going to live here though, thankfully, Stuart. That's going to go back to the walking football of Worcestershire. So there we go, another one. It's been a week or 2 weeks of trophies.
You must be floating, mate. You must be absolutely floating.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good, really good, really good.
Keely Jones.
Yeah, so Keely Jones is she's involved with England Walking Football. That's where I know her from. I put an advert on our social media pages for a touchline manager because it's very hard to player manage.
Yep.
So it takes a little bit away from your game because you're looking at everybody else rather than concentrating on what you're supposed to be doing. So I put an advert on, and much to my delight, Keely applied.
Yep.
She took the team for the first time at Corby, so she's got 100% success record. She's her planning is second to none. Her knowledge of the game is amazing, and she's very, very meticulous. I'm really excited to have her on board. I think we're one of the first walking football clubs to appoint a woman as manager, which we're more than happy to do so. She's absolutely fantastic to have her on board, and she's certainly putting us through her paces at training at the minute. So.
And we're rolling on now for a few more tournaments, charity tournaments, aren't we, for prostate cancer and what's behind the smile?
Yeah, so the prostate cancer charity was something I played in March actually for England, and so Saturday I'll be receiving my second England cap for that appearance, and that'll be presented to me by Peter Davenport, former Manchester United, Sunderland and Nottingham Forest forward. And then following on that, walking football's big with charities as far as we can. A week on Saturday, I'm playing in a What's Behind the Smile tournament for England again, because that's a big thing with the mental health.
Where's that at?
That's at Boldmere St Michael's.
Yep.
And then that's going to be followed by I'm playing in the World Cup in August now.
Okay.
So
not in Brazil then.
It's sunny Wales,
Oh.
Britain Ferry. So yeah, exciting times both for the club and for me personally as well, I guess. But yeah, there's lots coming up. The mental health stuff's really important to me because we've talked a lot about in this podcast about the competitive side, but the people that want to come along for that social connection. Just play for a bit of fun, don't like the competitive stuff. We've got huge amount of sessions for them. We need them. I've grown quite close to a few of the players since I started this, and some of them have got some really, I don't know, some interesting stories, shall we call it, to talk about. And this has really pulled a few people back, literally from, some very, very dark places. So that remains the one of the most important things to me personally is that if we can save one life.
Oh, too right, yeah. So remind me again, people coming along just want to, do that sort of thing and, blow off a little bit of steam possibly and whatever. Training still on Thursdays here?
Yeah, so what we've done now, because we're running 9 sessions a week, we've got dedicated women's training. The players that play in 40s, 50s, 60s, 65 league teams have got their own training sessions. We run a couple in the day for anybody that's retired that wants to come along and play, when the sun's shining, and not today, of course. And then Thursday night remains our club night. So basically everybody gets invited, whether you're competitive, social, and everybody knows it's not a competitive game, it's just a bit of fun. And of course, they've got access to a wonderful clubhouse for a beer after.
Or before.
Before it has been known, I think, by one or two. But yeah, absolutely.
Potential Vets link up.
Yeah, so I've been speaking to Tim Green.
Yeah. Well, he's about old enough to play walking football now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen him playing for the Vets, and he plays walking football during that as well.
Well,
I run the line for it.
Okay, so we've got our heads together over the last couple of weeks, and we think there's a fair bit of overlap between the walking football and Vets, because walking's not as slow as it sounds, and I don't think Vets is as quick as traditional football. So it may well be that we can tap into some of the Vets players. We've got footballers that can absolutely play traditional football, so he may be able to tap into some of my players. We've got enough of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited about that because it just gives us more access to players that that are obviously good footballers.
And lastly, I presume the AGM's coming up.
The AGM's coming up. That's the 18th of July. It's going to be here. I think the first team are at home to Leicester City.
Yep.
It's all off bounds till 6 o'clock. So we're going to come in here at 7 o'clock at night. We're going to do the AGM, and then we're going to have a bit of a summer party celebration.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
I can't believe it's a year ago almost since we first sat down here. And then not long after that, we're all playing in the FA Cup, which is another fantastic experience. If you do well, the finals are at St George's Park. I played in the finals last year.
Yep.
And it's just an amazing experience for grassroots players to go and play where England train. It's an amazing facility if you've been there. What an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's tournaments in all through summer. When does the league start?
So, interestingly, I've had a busy day today as league secretary. We've been finalising dates. We're just waiting for the Worcestershire FA to confirm the dates are good. I've pretty much got the fixtures done. When I say me, it's not me that does them. I put all the details into a fixture generator and let that do the fixture. So I'm ready to submit. But the league will start if it gets the green light from the FA on the 23rd of August.
Blimey!
And we'll be up and running, and we'll see how we get on. But I'm confident we can certainly challenge in the top half of the league, which would be fantastic for a club that's so young.
9 months ago, you were just looking forward to getting into the leagues.
Yeah.
Now you want to be challenging after all the success that you've had.
It has been the biggest pre-season in living history. I think because we formed in July, it was too soon to enter a team into the league. We probably would have been the whipping boys, but we've had such I think the lads are raring to go. And when we played Ulster, which was the 50s first competitive game, they were chomping at the bit, and they've got something to prove, really. I think Stuart, they're all good footballers, and they're wanting to make their mark, which is really, really good.
Is it a case now where you're getting higher end players from other teams possibly wanting to come in to see what Stratford's all about?
Not really. So yes and no. So the foundation is pretty much all Stratford based players. There's a couple of players that have joined from Worcester City purely because they've seen, I'm friends with them, and they've seen what we're doing here, and they like what we're doing. I've got a guy that drives up from Oxford every game, every training session. Another really, really good player. Again, I know him from playing when I used to play for Oxford Rovers, and again, he's come here for that. And so we're predominantly a Stratford.
Yep.
I mean, I've probably got 14, 15, 16 players that can play league football. We're going to have weekends where they're all available, and Keely's got some tough decisions to make, and we're going to have weekends where we're begging and borrowing because everyone's on holiday, or it's one or the other usually. But no, I mean, I've said to the players before Keely took over, look, I need each and every one of them. They'll all get plenty of games. At our stage of life, we've got work commitments, life commitments, holidays, all the rest of it. So, it will just come down to availability, what position people playing, and who Keely wants to put on the pitch, I think.
Mate, what a complete turnaround, isn't it? It's gone from strength to strength, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely brilliant.
It's really, really good. We've had a flurry of players sign this week as well, so I don't know where that's come from, whether it's they've seen us winning silverware and thought we fancy a bit of that, I don't know. But yeah, it's been an influx of players this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Mate, best of luck to everything in the future, but what a job you've done so far, and of course your committee as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't do it all on your own, even though you've got so many hats that you got going. You've almost got an hat for every trophy you got now.
We've got a big pool of people helping out. So I mean, I'm probably only at 2 or 3 sessions a week. So Duncan does a lot, Nigel does a lot. I've got a guy called John Green that's helping out more and more. He's keen on some of the charity stuff, but yeah, I mean, I've got all sorts of volunteers. I've got Rachel who runs the Sunday games for me as well. So lots of volunteers, and a big thank you not only to the committee but the volunteers and all the players. Anyone that's contributed to the club as it's fantastic.
Cheers, mate.